Oh, what a cute little alligator guy. Oh god, it's got teeth. It is mostly teeth.
You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things. Son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Son, be a dentist. You'll be a success.
He is a dentist that he'll never ever do anything good. Who wants their teeth done by the Marquis de Sade?
Oh, that hurts! Wait, I'm not numb!
Shut up. Open wide. Here I come. 'Cause I'm a dentist. And the sick fail. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Now spit.
It hurts just as much as you would expect it to, looking like that. Welcome back, everybody. This is Unwrapping Salad, your mean green mother from outer space. Possibly not outer space. But then again, we don't really know her background. We don't know where Salad's been. Anyway, last time we had a rather eventful day. Got invaded, tried to do some co-op and failed at that, and beat up a gigantic, iridescent, draconic vagina dentata. Good times, good times. And we have removed the sack of shame. Hopefully I will not re-earn it today. And before we get back into the action and move on to Twilight Blighttown, where supposedly awaits the second Bell of Awakening, I'm just going to take a moment or two to go over some of the equipment that we picked up recently that I have not looked at yet. So let's see here. First of all, we've got that Watchtower basement key. I believe this has a bit of Havel backstory. Yes. The basement of the Watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend. For his own good, of course. From this, we can divine that Havel the Rock, the hero who we slew down in that Watchtower basement, had gone hollow since his days fighting on the battlefield with Lord Gwyn, and, well, they had to lock him up. We can only assume he was already hollow when he was locked up, that is. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh yes, the Blighttown key. It had been swallowed by the gaping dragon, that's why we found it after slaying that thing. And it's a place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers, and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. So yeah, Blighttown is so nasty that even the people living in the depths wanted to seal it away. So yeah, when I said we'd be headed to a place that was even worse, I wasn't just whistling Dixie, folks. And we had the... oh, here's Kirk's shield. We might as well have an eyeball at that. You'll notice it's capable of doing bleed buildup. Not that you would really want to fight with a shield. And it belonged to the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Supposedly, Kirk is a Dark Wraith, at least that's his reputation, the Dark Wraiths being a PvP covenant that invades people in order to steal their humanity. But Kirk is not actually a Dark Wraith, and when we get more of the information about the other covenant that it turns out he actually belongs to, then we'll talk about that then. Anyway, moving along, we should have the Dragon King Great Axe around here somewhere that I found from the, from the Gaping Dragon's tail. Here we are. This axe, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by the tail of the Gaping Dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of the Everlasting Dragons. Interesting. So, the dragons that were defeated by Lord Gwyn back in the day, somehow led down some bizarre evolutionary, or perhaps devolutionary path to the Gaping Dragon. The Dragon King Great Axe is a gigantic weapon. Just like the Drake Sword, it has absolutely no scaling, but while it will eventually be overtaken in most cases by weapons that do grow with your stats, it has tremendous base damage, so that's not going to happen very quickly. However, it does require enormous strength to wield, so unless you're pumping up your strength, you're probably never going to be able to use it properly. Certainly Salad will not. Alright, I think that's all for the items we wanted to have a look at just now. So before we go make our way to Blighttown, I'm just going to take a moment to check in with our friends around Firelink.
Have you been to the ruins of New Londo below?
No.
Just head down the stairs and take the lift. It's certainly worth a visit. It was once an undead city. You may find a clue or two, unless the ghosts find you first.
Yes, as I've discussed before, you have to be cursed in order to successfully fight off the ghosts. That's not really something we want to deal with right now, although we certainly could, technically.
How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
Must be talking about Griggs.
How did that old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
Not sure how he means, or rather who he means by the old man, though.
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass? The Firekeeper. She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
Well, that's kind of a fucked up custom. But I guess you really can't put too much past religious fanatics.
What now? I'm not up.
Alright, that's all we're gonna get out of him. Oh, Toulouse, you're back. How's it going, man? Sorry about the whole gaping dragon kicking your shit in, but I appreciated the distraction.
Oh, hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
That sounded a bit sinister there, Lautrec. I'm suddenly kind of glad the Firekeeper is way back behind bars there.
Oh, hello. I'm considering...
Yeah, you said that. Alright, well, good luck with that, I guess. And Petrus, I see your fellow travelers have moved along, but weren't you supposed to go with them?
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Oh, that's no good.
Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
Well, kvetching about it's not going to do any good, and get your ass back down to the catacombs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Does he have anything that we want at this point? No, it doesn't really look that way. We're not going to be big miracle users, I don't think. Alright, well. Ta. Alright then. Actually, I'm not sure why I'm going this way. It would be much more efficient to head back through the aqueduct and make use of our shortcuts to do a quickie run through the depths. So that is what I'm going to do. Alright, here we are, having arrived at the Blighttown gate. But our buddy Donald has not moved yet. He's still hanging out down here in the sewer for God knows what reason, so let's just check in with him real quick, like.
Hi, Shemai. We meet again.
I'm just gonna buy something small from him just to see if that will loosen his tongue at all. Not sure if it has any effect on his conversation, but worth a try.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I'm willing to share some tips. If you seek anything in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repair your reassembling skeletons.
That's actually really good advice, and I most likely will construct some sort of divine weapon before I go to do the catacombs properly.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. The cursed ghosts of New Londo are formidable foes. To face them, you will require special arms, or a cursed body. The quickest way to be cursed? Try the bug-eyed lizards in the sewer. Desperate measures, to be sure.
Also mostly good advice, although it's really much better to use a transient curse rather than get yourself actually cursed.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here. I'm afraid...
Okay, looks like that's all he's got to say for the time being.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. We'll make another fine trade, of course.
Indeed we shall. The first thing we're going to need to do is go even further down. Now, Blighttown, actually we've got a little bit of prep to do. I should be taking the spider shield, which is going to be a little bit of a stability sacrifice, but not too severe. Actually, I'm still rocking the short bow when I should be equipping my longbow here. It is better, and only slightly heavier. And, okay, I've already got a blooming purple moss clump equipped. That is the item that cures the toxic status, and there are a few guys down here that can equip toxic on you, which, as I've mentioned, is just like poison, only worse. Drains your health quite a bit faster, and that's no good. Actually, I should equip some arrows, just in case I need to use them. Alright, looking good. Blighttown, as I was going to say, is the Dark Souls version of, Imminent Despair. Not at all incorrect. Is what I like, one of what I like to call the grody levels. Every Souls game has a grody level. In Demon's Souls, it was the Valley of Defilement, which I maintain is still the nastiest of them. And Dark Souls 2 had the Gutter. In each case, it's just a place in a very disgusting part of the game world, and it's filled up with horribly diseased enemies, lots of poison, and ramshackle rotten wood structures. Not a vacation spot. Thankfully, Blighttown, while it's somewhat more difficult than other areas we've gone through, is not really that bad as grody levels go. I'd say it's probably the easiest by a narrow margin, the Gutter from Dark Souls 2 being slightly tougher, but really pretty much on a comparable level, and the Valley of Defilement being the worst. Blighttown is still not entirely to be trifled with, though. In addition to those toxic guys, oh, he snuck right up on me. There are these barbarians who have poison clubs, and who can knock me right off the level. I'll be right back. Right. Now, as I was saying before I was so very rudely interrupted, the big boys of Old Blighty, they do pack quite a punch, and their clubs are poisoned, which would be building up on me if I were not equipped with the spider shield. But they are not nearly as deadly as the big guys from the Valley of Defilement, mercifully, which is one of the main reasons Blighttown is not as bad in my view. That's quite enough out of you. Oh. That's treasure, I guess. Anyway. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. At least I guess a silver lining of me being all hollowed out now is that, I'm not likely to be invaded down here, which would be a danger since we are now in a new area with a living boss. Clumsy as these guys are, they do tend to be fairly easy to backstab if you can avoid their initial attacks. Is this gonna be a Grogan? Yeah, it's a Grogan. And there's gonna be one more of these guys to welcome us. After this big trifecta at the beginning, they'll become considerably less common throughout the bulk of the level, thankfully. Come on, give up your back. No, I'm not walking off the ledge for you. Okay, well, if you're just gonna roar at me, then I'll gladly take the opportunity. Now that's interesting. I shoved an oversized harvesting tool up a barbarian's ass, and shit didn't come out. Well, that's science, I guess. Does that qualify as science? I don't think that qualifies as science. So yeah, Blighttown. It's dark and it's gross, and the enemies are a little more resilient than what we've become accustomed to facing. These are kind of the fodder enemies of Blighttown, and as you can see, I can't even come close to one-shotting them. Ow! The fuck hit me? Ah! There's a blowgunner shooting at me. Yeah, that's the first of our blow dart guys. Those are the ones that can inflict toxic on you, and it would be building up right through my shield if I were using pretty much anything but the spider shield. The good news is, blowgunners do not respawn. So as long as you take them out along with you, if they manage to get you in a bad state, then at least when you revive, they won't. Let me get this jerk out of the way. By the way, the fodder enemies down here in Blighttown, they do have a grab, so you can't just block and tank everything they do, but they will roar at you before trying to grab you, so you do get a warning. You gotta die. Thankfully, they do like to drop blooming moss, so at least it's fairly easy to get a curative to cure the status effect that they so desire to inflict on you. And there are really not many of them. Well, there is one area that is just chock full of blow darters, but it's an optional part of Blighttown, which we will eventually want to go to get the treasure there, but there's no hurry. Now, I have not done this part in a while, so... Oh, that's him going for the grab. We don't want that. I can't even quite one-shot them with a backstab. No, you still don't get to grab me. Yeah, I haven't properly done Blighttown in a while, so I'm not entirely confident of my way around. You're bound to see a little lost on action here, but down there I think we have to jump to that treasure, and that is, if I recall correctly, the Iaito, which is a perfectly nice katana, but we're not going to use katanas, so I give 0 shits. Not worth the risk of the jump. I hear him. I don't see him. There you are. Oh, and yet he is gonna try and whack me with a corpse. Charming people, these Blighttowners. I thought I heard another roar around here somewhere. Someone else want a piece? Oh, there's always someone else who wants a piece. Oh, and he's got a goodie for me. Just a soul item, but, you know, we'll take him when we can get him. One thing that's very handy in navigating Blighttown is whenever you see a torch like this one, that usually means there's a ladder by it, even if you can't see it right away. Just playing it cautious, don't want to do any sudden jumps that I can't immediately reverse. This is a pretty easy part of the game to fall to your death in, because as you can see, there are quite a few narrow walkways, and plenty of enemies that would be perfectly happy to knock you off them. I see you there. And I see your friend now, too. And I am glad for having that Ring of the Evil Eye from the depths that will let me restore bits of my health as I do my slaying. And I'm not at all sad about being able to save a little of my Estus. Thought I saw a treasure around here somewhere, but perhaps not. Oh, that was on... Oh, God almighty! That, I forgot all about that. Yeah, if you're not careful and don't go down the ladder there, then you will crash through the floor and miss a bunch of stuff. I think I actually just missed a bonfire, and I'm probably going to have to wind my way back up. So that kind of sucks. On the bright side, that sudden soul-gathering noise and transfer of 150 souls into my reserves means one of the fodder enemies, I think, just stupidly fell to his death. One of the silver linings of Blighttown being a little tricky to navigate is that it's tricky for enemy AI to navigate as well, and they're fairly good at suiciding themselves. But of course, sometimes they'll be fairly good at homiciding me. Right then, back to dear old Blighty. Our blowgunner is still dead. That's a definite plus. What's over here, actually? I don't think I went this way last time. Oh, hi! Sneaky fucker. I don't think he can get back up here, so he's probably going to fall to this... Whoa, these guys are sneaky. Yeah, don't want to give up too much of your back in Blighttown, at least not without paying real attention to what's coming up behind it. So yeah, let's try this way because I don't think I did last time. Gotta be careful. The cow's trying to sneak up with a grab on me. One coming down the ladder, good. I see treasure in the distance. That's always something I like to see. Only thing I really like better is treasure right up close. And it's just a soul item, but more souls is never something I will turn up my nose at. Odd that there's an entire little side branch here, although it does certainly give you some more dudes to fight. Now I'm going to try to make my way back to where I dumped my souls in humanity. Hopefully have a little more care with that sensitive ground space. Not— Whoa, hi! I'm rather grateful for the camera angle that unexpectedly gave me a heads up there. There's so many ladders and such. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is a place we would have to jump to, and it is not worth it. Well, it would be worth it if I had any interest in katanas, but I don't. At least not for purposes of this playthrough. I see you guys down there. Bet you're gonna come up the ladder for me, aren't you? Yep, sure are. That gives me ample opportunity to stove your head in. Yes, he is wielding a corpse, as I pointed out before, just before I was murdered. We are going to descend with greater care. And hopefully not have to do any backtracking this time. That's how we like it. Okay. Some treasure over there that I don't immediately know how to get to, but whatever. Hey you. I'm gonna kill you first before I let your friend out of the bucket. One nice thing about these guys is they have lousy poise, so it's fairly easy to stun lock them. Oh, Soul Series, how I do enjoy your grody levels. Is there any way I can get down there without falling? I really don't remember where... Someone's being a sneak again. As I was saying, is there any way I can get down there without risking the rotten floors, because I really don't know where they are. Yeah, there's a torch around with a ladder somewhere. I never really know for sure about these things. Oh, one other thing about Blighttown that makes it all the more charming is that the Dark Souls 1 engine just doesn't really seem to like something about the geometry of this area. Oh, here's a ladder. And on the console versions, at least, the frame rate tends to shit the bed with the lights on. I'm hoping that's a little bit better in the PC version. Someone just suicided. I'm not going to complain. Oh, hey, this is where the bonfire is. Checkpoint, checkpoint. I love a good checkpoint. You know, before I do any more crazy exploration, let's light this mother up. Be wary of death. Always a good advice. Dead end ahead. Whatever. I'm just lighting up. But I'm not going to rest just yet. I probably should, but we'll go ahead and do that. I was going to say, I would like to try and find my dropped pile of souls before reviving all the enemies with the bonfire, but, you know, I really just don't want to lose all that progress if I get myself killed. And I know if I pushed my luck, that's almost certainly what would happen. Somewhere around here is the ladder I came down on. The hell was it? Oh, right here. There's going to be lots of icky guys around again, so I will have to pay attention to my backside. Where was my soul pile? I'm not at all certain where I left it. I'm not even all that worried about the souls at this point, but I would like to get that humanity back. Oh, hi. Where y'all keep coming from? These guys don't have any special respawning rules that apply to them or anything like that. They're inconsistent locations and they die and they stay dead, but they just seem to come right the fuck out of nowhere sometimes. Hello, America! Nope, you don't get to grab me. Okay, dead, good. Estes, good. Backstab, good. It's all good. And I get to recover that soul pile I wanted. And a soul item. Never a bad thing when it comes for free as a enemy drop. Oh! A dog! Yeah, the dogs of Blighttown are a little different from their Depths equivalents. They're very similar behaviorally, and the only major difference is the ones in Blighttown can breathe fire. Oh, and they are a little tougher, as you can see by the fact that it took me 2 hits to kill that one. But yes, the major difference is that they can breathe fire. And that's not good. I heard it. I heard it, I didn't see it. Well, we will just advance with caution for the time being. Mind the ricketiness. Whoa, watch it there, Salad. Hi, guys. I'm gonna kill you. Hello, what's over there? What's over there, and do I have a way to get to it? Yes! Yes, I can. And it's a fairly generous pile of blooming moss clumps. Nice. Try jumping? I'm not so sure about that. I'm going back this way because I think I see a treasure. Imminent death. Okay, that's over there. So I'm not going to mess with that. Yes, apologies, folks, for having a little bit of lost on here, but yeah, I do admit I don't remember my way around Blighttown too terrifically. There is a treasure below. I wants it. Can I gets it? Someone kindly left a message over here, which indicates a place that I can land upon. Humanity. I assume that's what the treasure is. And that's good. I like humanity. Humanity ahead. What it's doing out here, I'm not entirely sure. You would think if someone had died on that little outcropping that they probably would have fallen to their deaths and not left their humanity-rich corpse just kind of hanging out there, but gorgeous view. I'm not sure I can get behind that sentiment. You can see a long way. Anyway, moving along. Is there a path here, or is this where I just came from? Ah, yes, that's where the humanity was. Alright, we will slowly get the hang of this one way or another. At the very least, as I work my way through the surrounding terrain, I suffer nothing to live, and gradually make the zone safer. Okay, I know I came this way. Try jumping. I don't like that idea. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. but I'm not sure where I am now. And that's no good. Looking for any way to descend safely. Whoa, slid a little too far for my comfort there. I know, I shouldn't take my frustration out on innocent crockery, but Salad has a right to her anger. How the fuck do I get back up to the main path? Can't go there. No matter how many times I go over that bridge, it never gets less nerve-wracking. The bonfire's that way? Really? Oh, the bonfire's this way. Got it. Okay, I can't really go there, so this is the direction to travel. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pop another humanity, and I'm gonna kindle this bad boy. And the frame rate does seem to be struggling a little. Oh well. Fix our stuff real quick, like. And that ought to be sufficient for a level, I should think. What do we want? I would like a little more health. And it's not too far for our next level. So I'm just going to use some consumables. And I do believe that's all it's going to take, right? Sure is. Vitality's good. What'll it be? We'll keep pumping that endurance. Maybe we'll take a dex next time. For the moment, however, let's spark up the bonfire. Oh, gotta rehumanize first. And expose myself to potential invasion, but no pain, no gain. And people often leave summoning signs around this bonfire, but there don't seem to be any here today. Now let's see. Just gotta find where to continue onward from here. I'm pretty sure I don't want to go back up. We're ultimately trying to get to the bottom of Blighttown. I think this is the proper direction. And I see dogs. And dog sees me. Got the drop on him, though. That's satisfying. I hear lots of ghoulie guys yelling. Yep, they're all coming down to say hi. Well, I remain very happy that they are rather easy to interrupt. Where's Sniper? Okay. That suggests there is a blowgunner somewhere. Oh, yep, there he is. Off in the distance. I'm going to try and lure this guy back to where I can fight him and the dart man can't hit me. Ow. That is not the place. God damn, he can shoot from a ways. But not this far. I would really very much prefer to avoid any toxification if I can. Thank you, message. Your warning was very helpful. Very timely. Try luring it out. Good advice. Once again, I'm just going to kite this fella back, so I don't get shot full of holes. Oh, blowgun guy seems to have taken a powder. Well, I'm fine with that. There he is shooting again, but he missed. That is okay by me. Try jumping. Okay. Maybe. Ah! Jerk. Where is he shooting from? I lost track of him. Oh, didn't make it. Not entirely what I wanted. Out of my way, soul of a proud knight. Yeah, I hear him. Is anyone up here? Probably. Yeah, it's starting to get on my nerves, too. But that's one of the nice things about Blighttown. Your friends are never too far away. I'll try again, see if I can't make this jump somehow. Negative! Alright, we'll just leave that one alone for the time being. What about up this way? Anything fun I can do from here? Yep, just more despair. I heard a guy. Oh, this is the jump spot again. Well, we'll give that one more go. Well, that was a little off-center, but I hit the landing. Anything on this floor? This appears to be a big pile of nothing. Let's just step down over here. You know, I really feel like that jumpable spot is there for a reason. Can't remember what the deal is with it, but I'm so loath to abandon it. Let's try angling this a little bit different. Damn it, Solid! Didn't want to roll. Wanted to jump. Forgive me, friends. Don't mean for this to take quite so long. Hearing those guys just roar at me over and over again is really putting me off my nerve, too. Blighttown. It's a party. Alright. Last try. This time, I swear. Line it up, and go! Hey, last try's a charm. And there is not a goddamn thing over here. Also, the camera's being a butthole. Alright. Looks safe to drop down over here. And so we shall. I think I just need to descend some more here. Okay, over there we have the parasitic wall hugger. It is a unique non-respawning enemy. And I've generally been wanting to avoid cheesing parts of this game whenever possible, but fighting this thing in melee is completely boring and awkward, so I'm just gonna shoot it to death. Put some poison arrows into it, maybe that'll help some. Its damage indicator is in a really weird place, so it's not easy to see when you're hurting it. Okay, it is poisoned. That's good. So I will now switch to my regular arrows and pincushion it some more. That treasure right under its mouth, that's something I want very badly. So we will just clear this guy out the easy way. I assure you, doing it in melee is not any more interesting. You just kind of have to get behind it and stab it from behind the tentacles where it can't hit you. And we'll get some souls for it. And it will be dead forever. And we can safely get that treasure once we find our way down there. Farewell, parasitic wall hugger. You'll not be missed. Okay, ladder down, always the preferred way to descend in these parts. Lots of messages. Oh, hi! Blow dart guy. Ah, I didn't remember them being so fragile. That's a bonus. Shield ahead. Ooh, is this what I think it is? I think this is something I want very badly. Out of my way, I got a shield. Oh, the Eagle Shield. Oh yeah. For now, just for the poison resistance, especially with blowgun guys around, I'm going to want to keep my spider equipped, but the Eagle Shield is going to be my main defensive toy for the remainder of the game. Actually, let me find a safe spot real quick, and we will take a brief look at that. The Eagle Shield actually is exactly what I wanted to build my strength up to 16 for. Because there you see, the required parameter for wielding it is 16 strength. And it has not been upgraded at all, and the stability is already better than my +5 spider shield. So yes, our very first great shield, and it is a great shield. As a matter of fact, as the lightest great shield, it's very easily used by most characters, and it was so good that in the patches, FromSoft actually had to nerf it a little. In the original release of the game, it was a 100% block damage, or physical damage block, but yeah, they decided it just couldn't get away with being as awesome as it is for being so light and having such modest requirements, I guess, because they made it so that it will still let 5% 5% of physical damage through. In my opinion, completely worth the trade-off. I adore this shield. And if you're a great shield fan and not planning on having lots of strength, and so you're not really worried about parrying, I think you would love this shield too. Now, where do I go from here? Is there anywhere else this ladder can take me? No, it looks like that's just for the Eagle Shield, so I am glad I tried it. Great, great, great shield. Once I'm done with the spider, I will be hardly ever using anything else. Maybe occasionally swapping out a shield for better magic defense, but that is really about the only thing I can think of. Okay, corpse here, already looted. Where do I need to go? Torch. means ladder. It's very easy to forget that. I know you saw me, so you come up and take your medicine. Oh, being tricksy, are we? By the way, I am not going to deliberately get myself grabbed in order to show it off, but in the event that nothing manages to successfully grab me, if I recall correctly, they just grab you and chew on you. It's a lovely bite attack. Another soul item. Can I get to that treasure over yonder? I sure can. Ah, yes, this is what was under the parasitic wall hunter? Or wall hugger, I'm sorry. Power Within. This is an awesome pyromancy. What it basically means is, you poison yourself, more or less, to increase your stamina regeneration and damage. So while Power Within is in effect, you gradually take damage, at a not too horrible rate, but you will do quite a bit more damage, and your, whatchamacallit, your stamina will recover more quickly. Oh! Jesus Christ! Scared the shit out of me. Well, I guess while I'm here, I can take the moment to, attune... No, we'll stick with the pyromancy we've got for now. But, while I'm in a safe place, we can at least take a look at it. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. So, we've got a innovative pyromancer in the lore there. Short strength endurance boost, but lose HP. It eats away the life force of the caster, and like all dangerous spells, Power Within was kept secret for eons. So that's why I guess it was hidden away down here in Old Blighty. Anyway, neat thing about Power Within is that it is a body buff, not a weapon buff. So that means you can't have two weapon buffs or two body buffs at the same time, but you can stack Power Within for something like with something like Magic Weapon, and do even more buff damage. I remember you, and I remember you've got doggy friends. And I remember you'll have friends coming up from behind, too. So we are going to play it very cautiously, and also mind the dog. We don't want to lose that whole soul pile that I had back in the deeper places. Okay, at least... Oh, shit, I thought the fire breath was going to give me a chance to take a shot at this guy, but no such luck. Huh, much better. Yeah, let's just undo that. This video is getting a little bit long, so I will probably want to call it quits soon, but I think I wasn't too far from another bonfire, so if I can get there, then that'll be an even better place to leave off. And camera, stop messing with me. Oh, dogs. Dogs and dogs and dogs and dogs. I need stamina recovery. Okay, all is well. Oh, that was cool. Synchronized doggy death. Yeah, I didn't forget about you. Okay. Get back, recover my souls, hopefully not die. There's that jerk with the blowgun. How do I get at him? I want him dead. Or is he off in the optional area? I'm not certain. Not real sure about that. But I see you. Hey, no shoving. hear him trying to puff at me. Oh well. Forget him. He didn't give me a hard time for too long the last time I was through here. Yep, someone's saying blarg. I heard a blarg. I distinctly heard a blarg. Ah, you're down for me, huh? I see, you're gonna go up there and you're gonna sneak around and try and get at me. Can you? Let's see where this guy's going. Ah, yep. Going up on the overhang. Quit dancing, come down here and fight. Well, if you won't, then we'll do this the hard way. Because I got arrows and I got time. I hear someone being upset. Not from up there, I don't think. So let us descend. Okay, that's where the eagle shield was. Don't remember exactly what I did next. Ah, I got over there somehow. Well, folks, I hope my commentary isn't too horribly dry. I'm just spending a lot of mental bandwidth on just figuring out where the hell I am. Oh, that corpse hurts like hell. And I don't know, I really do think that's embarrassing, being beaten to death by a dead person. Now, is this where that asshole with the club showed up and smashed my head in? Okay, this is where Power Within was. I see my soul spot. Right down there. How'd I get down there? Oh, hi! No more sneaking up on me, Mr. Big Stuff. You can break my guard, that's okay, as long as you don't knock me off any more cliffs. That is quite enough out of you. Also, wow, that was a quality cliff kill. Souls recovered. Wonderful stuff. And I think we are starting to get toward the end of the scaffolding and into the lower part of Blighttown, where lies the swamp. And in the swamp, we will be able to reach a bonfire. And a bonfire means we can checkpoint ourselves nicely and leave off for the day. Sounds like an excellent plan to me. Be wary of liar. I don't know what they mean by that. Okay, spoke too soon. Maybe this wasn't as close to the swamp area as I thought. Don't know what that was about. Slide. Think we might start encountering crag spiders soon. Crag spiders are nasty bug things that breathe fire. They're slow and fairly easy to take down, but their fire breath does hurt a lot, so don't get caught in it. Yes, that would be a crag spider. And a free Grogan. Always a plus. Yes, that is what we want to take care of. There's not a whole lot else they can do that's really threatening, though, thankfully. As always, torches are an excellent guide for where you can change your verticality. What's making noise? I don't like it when things make noise. It makes me feel quite threatened. Can I not descend safely from here? Oh, there's a blowgunner. We'll want to be careful of him. Where'd he go? There he is. I am taking his ass out with all possible velocity. Because then he will be gone forever and able to trouble me no more. And he was guarding the Wanderer gear and a falchion. I'll probably never be using that falchion. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are unusual in that they do respawn constantly. They never stay dead for good. But they're quite weak, thankfully. Both in terms of their resilience and in what kind of damage they're capable of doing. Oh, hi, crag spider. You do not get to wall hack. Looks like they don't have very good poise either. I can interrupt their fire attack, which is good to know. You're gonna try and come up at me? I don't know if that's something you can actually do. Hello, mosquito. The overhead swing of the Great Scythe is quite nice for mosquito slaying. Another benefit to our choice of halberds here. Hello, crag spider. No Christmas salad today. Alright, we are getting down into the swampy regions. And I believe I want to make a right here. Oh, by the way, the whole swamp is poisonous. You are going to be poisoned here a lot of the time. You just kind of have to live with it. Oh boy, that's a live crag spider. I'm getting out of immediate danger. And having a refreshing sunny D. As I mentioned, the mosquitoes can't hurt you that much, but they can hurt you. So you can't completely blow them off. And the crag spiders do have a melee attack. I completely forgot they did. As I was saying, I believe I want to make a right here. I want to keep myself from sticking around the poison too long, so I am just going to make a beeline for that bonfire. Try and stay out of trouble in the meantime. But I am a sucker for treasure. And I could totally pop a poison recovery here, but I would just get myself poisoned again, and rather short order, so screw it. Is there actually anything here? I don't think so. But there is what I came for, the bonfire. So we're going to spark that up real quick like. Have a sit, which will have the benefit of removing the poison for now. Then I'll check out that back area real quick like, and then we will call it a day. There is a chest back here, nothing else it looks like. A dragon scale. That's an upgrade item, used for upgrading dragon-derived items. I believe the Dragon King Great Axe that we got from the Gaping Dragon's Tail is one thing we could upgrade with that, but no particular reason to do so. So let's once again have a sit at the bonfire. We'll spend some of those souls, maybe kindle it up, and then we will call it a day. Yeah, I said I was going to do some decks this time, and we'll stick with that. Make that great scythe put out a little extra hurt. Might as well use one of these twin humanities, since we're going to need two of them. Now that we're human, there's also an NPC invader in this area that we're going to want to fight next time. So I think next time we will take on that NPC invader before anything can go horribly wrong. And then we will commence our proper exploration of Blighttown. Pretty productive session, I'm happy with it. Got to the bottom of Blighttown past both checkpoints, got my wonderful shield, and not too many stupid deaths. Very cool. So thank you as always for joining me, and next time we will hopefully finish up with Blighttown. And for all you Yanks, a very happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your trip to Fancoma, and I will see you after the holiday. Be excellent to each other.